Okay, YouTube, let's answer this question once and for all. Which fast should I be doing right now to boost my immune system so it can fight viruses? On this video, I'm going to show you the 3 fasts I would be doing, and I'm going to be talking about the fasts I would not be doing at this moment in time. So excited to share this with you. Remember, our biggest goal right now needs to be to not be a good host. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do on this video. Get ready. Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and I want to talk to you guys today about how we can integrate fasting into improving our immune system. So, oh my gosh, I have talked so much about fasting here on my YouTube channel, and we have been talking so much about immune system because of the current events that are going on right now. And there is a beautiful way to marry what we know about fasting to what we know about boosting the immune system. But this is not the time, and I've said this on other videos before, where we should be jumping into really long fasts, like a 3 to 5 day water fast. There are 3 very specific fasts that I am a fan of for keeping your immune system strong right now, especially if you're wanting to beat viruses or keep your viral immunity up. So depending upon when you're watching this right now, the majority of the world is in quarantine because of the fear of the coronavirus spreading. And what I want to do is show you tools that you can use for keeping that immune system strong. But there are 2 ways we can really look at this situation right now. We can be very fearful of the virus, or and be very respectful of it, which I will talk to you a little bit about that. But we also can ask ourselves, what can I do right now to not be a good host to this virus? And that's where 3 fasts that I'm going to teach you today, that you can incorporate these 3 fasts. They all have different effects, and it depends on what you're trying to do. So if you don't want to be a good host, then you're going to want to put these 3 fasts into your daily or weekly routine. So, and I'm not saying, I strongly feel like the social distancing and the washing the hands and all of that is a masks, very good idea. And this is an incredible opportunity right now for us to look within and ask ourselves what we can do to be a bad host so that if we do come in contact with this, our immune system is ready to go. Now, go back and watch some of the videos that I've done on this, because we have 2 types of immune system. We have an innate immune system and we have an adaptive immune system. Our innate immune system is what senses that there is a virus that's coming in and attacking us. Same thing it does for bacteria, it does for pathogens, and it is that innate immune system that can be activated and enhanced by doing something as simple as keeping your glucose down. So if you didn't see the interview that I did with Dr. Ken Berry, go watch that, because he and I talked about how important it is to keep your blood sugar down right now, so that innate immune system, that immune system that's going to identify the virus if you come in contact with it, that immune system is working at its best. You're going to keep that blood sugar low so that immune system stays high. Okay? In order to do that, there are 3 types of fasts I want you to lean into, okay? The first one, it's everybody's favorite fast. It's intermittent fasting. There's so much incredible research on how intermittent fasting can lower inflammation. It starts to bring your blood sugar down. It can stimulate growth hormone. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. A little bit of autophagy happens in intermittent fasting. So if you are new to fasting right now, I really encourage you to start to practice intermittent fasting. It's really, we're at a crucial time. If we want to keep people's immune system high, we want to be practicing intermittent fasting. In fact, Dr. Berry talked about how one of the things we know about the people that are the most immune compromised right now, the ones that are actually dying even of the virus, are people who have diabetes, because their insulin has been so high, their inflammation has been so high that their innate immune immune system does not respond well when an infection or a foreign invader comes in. So let's all pretend right now like we all have diabetes and we want to reverse it. Let's bring our insulin down. Let's bring our glucose down. And we can do that by intermittent fasting every day. Okay, so that's your start. And that's, to me, intermittent fasting is 13 to 15 hours. Okay, second fast I want to encourage you to implement, and I'll show you how you can put all these fasts together. But the second one is one of my favorite, which is autophagy fasting. So autophagy fasting is where you're asking the cells to clean up and repair themselves. Okay, so you know autophagy, a lot of you guys know it as self-detox. I really like to look at it as self-repair. So when you stimulate autophagy, what you're doing is you are telling the intelligence inside your cells to clean up so that now if a virus comes in, all that intelligence inside that cell is going to be ready to fight the virus. So intermittent fasting daily, 13 to 15 hours. Autophagy fasting is around 17 hours. Autophagy kicks in around 16, 17 hours. So if you're an expert faster, you've already been doing 15 hours. Now in this virus time, in this world pandemic that we have going on, this would be the perfect time to start to do more autophagy fasting. Move in to a longer fast, kick in that intelligence so you can clean those cells up so they're ready to go after the virus. Okay, third fast that I really am encouraging you to do, and this is actually the one that I'm leaning in quite a bit to right now, is what we call dinner to dinner fasting or 24-hour fasting. Here's why, and it's 24 hours. It's not 22, it's not 23. This is why I like 24 hours. When you've been fasting for 24 hours, you're not only getting the growth hormone that like an intermittent fast can give you. You're not only getting autophagy at the 17-hour mark, but at 24 hours, you kick in intestinal stem cells. There are two reasons that you need to keep your gut really strong right now. One is that your immune system, 80 to 90% of your immune system happens in the gut. So we need your gut health to be at its best so that you can fight these viruses as they come to you. So at a 24-hour fast, what's happening is you're rebooting those stem cells in there and you're making it so that any dysbiosis, any bad bacteria, any injured cells inside the gut get repaired at a 24-hour fast, okay? Second thing, that the majority of your lymphatic system is sitting inside your gut. So let's say you come in contact with the virus, with the coronavirus, you come in contact with it, your body creates an immune response by making more lymph to orchestrate the exit of the virus out of your system. You want to have your gut as healthy as you possibly can so that the lymphatics in your gut can help push that virus out. If you're not familiar with what our immune system does, when we have an immune response, it looks like a fever, it looks like a cough, it looks like mucus. You guys all have experienced this with the flu. Well, a lot of the lymph that is going to carry all that mucus out lives in your gut. And that mucus has the virus in it, grabbing onto the virus to get it out of your body. So when we go into a 24-hour fast right now, we are working on maximum repair of our gut. And so that not only will the immune system within the gut work, but the lymph system within the gut will be at its best. So those are the three fasts I highly recommend you do right now. You can alternate them. You could do intermittent fasting one day, you could then do autophagy fasting the next day, and then you could do a 24-hour fast. Or you can do like what I've been doing, which is working to go 24 hours as much as possible. Remember that the longer you go on these fasts, the more you go into that 24, you're doing two things now. Well, actually more than two things. You're bringing down the sugar, and you're stimulating autophagy to clean up the repair of the cells, and you're accelerating the repair of your gut so that you can start to clean up the lymphatic system inside your gut. So it's like checking boxes of how do I be a really bad host in this moment? And that's what we should all be thinking about right now. How can I be a bad host? And those 3 fasts will give you that opportunity to really bring your sugar down, bring your inflammation down, improve your lymphatics, improve your innate immune system. It really, all 3 of those have incredible power for you in this moment. Now, let me talk about which fast I wouldn't do at this time. And let me back up one step. If you want to know more about what you can do to support your immune system right now, join my 30-day immune challenge and just put 30-day immunity challenge in your comments, and my team will come in and they'll make sure that you get a link to it. I'm doing a challenge that every day you can do something that will start to spike or reset your immunity so that you can be a bad host. And there's a lot. There's 30 different things I'm going to give you in this challenge. So come join me in that. But here's what fast I wouldn't do right now, these longer fasts. And let me tell you why. There's some research coming out, recent research showing us that the longer your blood sugar goes down, if it stays down for a longer period of time, more than 48 hours, what happens is that you continue to spike your bacterial immune system, but you turn off your viral immune system. Okay, let's go back to the whole purpose of this video. I want to give you guys tools so you can be a bad host. That if the virus is everywhere in the world, if they say that most of us are going to come in contact with it, the number one name of the game right now is be a bad host to this virus. So if you start going into 36-hour fasts, 48-hour fasts, 72-hour fasts right now, and we have some evidence. Now, remember, we don't have in fasting, we're getting more and more studies, but we have one study right now, a pretty good study, but it was done on mice. And I know you guys all have questions about mice versus human studies, but this one is at least pointing us in a direction to say, hey, if we get that blood sugar down too low, if we go too long with lower blood sugar, that we shut off the viral immune system, it's not worth it. Don't go into those longer fasts right now. But we do have a lot of research showing us that if I bring my blood sugar down into a really good place, and I do that for 15 hours, 17 hours, 24 hours, that I can really boost my innate immune system, do that. So we don't need to be leaning into long fasts right now. We need to lean in to these smaller fasts, or what we would in our community would consider smaller fasts. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense, because we're getting a lot of questions on this right now. And so I wanted to bring you a very specific video on what should you be doing with your fasting right now. And again, if you want to know more things you can be doing, join my 30-day immunity challenge. Just put 30-day immunity challenge in the notes and we will make sure that it's a free challenge, by the way, and every day you'll get an email from me saying, do this, okay, now do this. And it's all different things. As a world right now, and I know we have people all over the world that are on my YouTube channel, that are in my Resetter Collaborative, our number one goal has to be a bad host. We need to look within and ask ourselves everything we can possibly do so that if we come in contact with this virus, that we will not fall prey to it, that we will not have really bad adverse symptoms. We want to have a proper immune response. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. I've actually had a couple of my virtual clients that have already had it. They looked like the flu and they had a really good response and then they came out of it. That's what we want. This virus, yes, it's sneaky. Yes, it's powerful, but your body is even more powerful when you take insane care of it. So join me on my challenge, and I want you all, in fact, in the notes, tell us, so the community here on YouTube can see this, which fast are you doing right now? Are you doing intermittent fasting? Are you doing autophagy fasting? Or are you doing 24-hour fasting? These are the 3 fasts. These are the only 3 fasts I recommend at this particular moment. And if you continue to do them over and over again, you are supercharging your immune system and giving your body, you're giving the world a better chance at ending this pandemic that we're all connected from. So, okay, as always, questions, join me in my challenge. And from the bottom of my heart, I truly hope that helps. Have a great day.